Naga makes it first. What's up? Well done to you. Naga coming in with the best tweet material I've had in like days on that news article where they conflated Sam and Size Chad. That was fucking amazing. So good, man. That was so good. It was so good. Salnia, what's up? Let people start coming in here. How we feeling? My usual take the temperature of the first few that are in before we get rolling here. I should make this clear since I have it up first. This is what I mean. Good? Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, I'm doing well. I mean, yeah, the end of last week after I streamed last and the weekend, all went as we kind of expected it to. You guys can see that I have ETH BTC up. JJ Twitch. What's up? Let's fucking go. Instead of Bitcoin, which is kind of funny, not where you expect me to usually start, but I think it's what people are interested in looking at right now because I think a lot of people are starting to freak out about the money coming out of alts, and I'm not worried about that at all. Marky Mark, what's up, buddy? Thanks for popping over to the stream side, man. I usually only see you on Telegram. Appreciate it, as always. Park City, what's up, man? Day off today? Oh, Indigenous Peoples Day, that's right. I kind of forgot. Do I get more ETH now or convert? Nah, man. Stay in Bitcoin. You want Bitcoin right now. We're going to talk about it. My alts are bleeding, but I'm sure they'll go crazy soon. Yes, it's a bit of a... That's what we're going to talk about. It's why I have this up first, okay? The reason why I have this screen up first before we talk about Bitcoin is what all you guys want to talk about, okay? Yeah, I'll post the Telegram here in a moment. Sorry, I'm texting my wife. All right. Telegram. So I don't have a Discord because, you know, I'm a dinosaur. The Telegram's pretty good, though. Is ETH going to lead the alt rally? Yeah, man, that's how that shit works. That's 100% how that works. So, yeah, we're going to talk about it. You are probably looking at your alts going, fuck. And it's not going to get better soon. It's not going to get better soon, okay? So take that for what it is. It's not getting better soon. Welcome, anybody new that joined the Telegram. Telegram's fun, man. I'm in the Telegram every day. If you ask me questions in the Telegram, I will respond. I'm usually pretty nice. Sometimes I'm annoyed. If you ask the same question over and over again, I will send snippy answers. But other than that, I'm usually pretty nice. But yeah, the Telegram's fun. That's where the most alpha is. If you want to like the why behind the what, that's where you want to go. Hop in the Telegram, we have a good time. Have to leave soon though, because Germany's playing. Ah, shit, that's right. Yeah, dude. I might be going. I might. A month from tomorrow, be going to the USA-Mexico World Cup qualifier in Cincinnati. I'm trying to get a ticket to a suite. My buddy's company has one, and I'm like, bro, get me in. Like, I'm a client. They're a wealth management company. I don't have a lot of money with them, but I was like, I got enough, and I really don't. But I'm like, I'd give you more for a little bit. I'm gonna take it back, but if that gets me in the door, I'll go. Anyway, I digress. All right, let's talk about the fun stuff. It is 1:30 on a Monday. I have the ETH BTC chart up in front of you. which is not usually what I lead with. Usually, I lead with Bitcoin, and we're going to go there in a second. But, Wakame, what's up, buddy? If you're looking at this, I have 3 potential landing spots for Ethereum. And like, Secrets of Crypto is the fucking dawn of like crypto money rotation cycles. I think I tweeted it last week when he was like, it's starting all over again. And the rotation is Bitcoin to Ethereum to alts, large cap, mid cap, small cap, and then game over, right? And we kind of had that in the spring, which was fucking awesome, right? Like, most of us leveled up. If you didn't, it's because you made some mistakes and didn't know that, and that's why we're here to help, right? It's fine. And so you see something like this, and you look for key levels. So I put these 1, 2, and 3 on your screen on purpose so you can kind of see where we are. And I'm going to give you what I think's most likely and what we would really need to happen for it to not be like a fucking kind of a bad situation for alts. All right, so we're going to start there. And by the way, guys, like I have not messed with my audio levels for a bit, so I'm assuming my voice is okay and the music's okay. But please, like, I'm okay with you guys being like, hey, man, we can't hear you because that music is too loud, or like whatever. But I like having the music in because it's weird when I just hear myself and it's like dead silence in the background. So let me know, please, if it sounds off. Voice can be a little bit louder. Okay, that's good to know. I'll pump my voice just a touch. There we go. Okay. Is okay as is. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Nibbler. So this upward angle here, angled support lines are the weakest support lines there are by like a vast fucking margin. Okay, like like not even comparable. When I see people, like when people send me charts in Telegram or like sometimes on Twitter, or friends will DM me and be like, what do you think about this in Telegram? And like their hopes are resting on some like bullshit angled support line. I'm like, bro, you are underwater in deep, because that is a horseshit support line. Okay. But not that they're not valid, but they're like the worst kind of support you can have. However, in some scenarios, they can be kind of powerful. And here's what I mean. So you look at this and you go, well, where the hell is this even coming from? And I dropped it in the Telegram today, but I'm gonna roll back a little bit so you guys can see where this came from and why I'm not moving this. And you go, well, Jared, this isn't even connected right here. Like, yeah, you're right, it's not. So let me pull back out and I can reset my chart so you can see. This actually goes all the way back and was like a TRL that flipped from last, like 2020 summer, from DeFi summer, okay? This was the big breakout that ripped us through in spring, which gave us like that crazy run in alts, which was awesome. And then it flipped it and proved it here and proved it again here, okay? So that is a lot of evidence for me. Oh God, my face is in the way. Damn it, sorry. So there's 1, 2, and then this was like the little fake pump over, which it usually rejects. Exactly what happened, came all the way back down. And then this is my annotated chart, which my token set portfolio or my token set fund is based off of. We'll talk about that later. But essentially you have 1, 2, overshot, reject, back down. Came back up, almost got there again, reject, back down. And then when we really had fun in alts again was when we finally flipped this bitch out, when we broke through. And when it came back down, we tested it, supported it once, came all the way back down, almost got there and tested it again. So this is a daily chart where it essentially has been tested from 2 sides, 1, 2 here, rejected again, broke out, and then essentially defended 2 more times. Like, that's a lot of evidence to say that this thing is going to be respected. And we want it to be respected. That's good for us, right? It's the same idea with Solana. If you saw me on Kaz's stream a few weeks ago, Like these sort of parabolic flip lines are crucial if you want the party to continue hard. Now, just like this, sorry, I'm going to go back so you guys can see it better. Right here. Just like this happened, where it kind of like ran to the other side and then rejected back down. It would not be the end of the world if we got to here and we shot underneath. So when I started off by saying this line, if we shoot underneath it, it's not the end of the world. Because as I started out saying, these angled lines are pretty damn soft, man. Like that's not... It's hard to make a decision based purely off of that. Take that for what it is, okay? Now, that's my number one. So the number one really is like at this point here, because the daily is already kind of moved beyond it, okay? The more likely place, in my view, of what's going to happen based on where Bitcoin is and where I think Bitcoin is about to go is going to be this 0.058 area. Because you can still maintain like some semblance of market structure with like a higher low right here. That's why you can see I have an alert here. I do not have an alert here, okay? Because I expect Bitcoin to do something crazy, and we're going to talk about that in a second. I expect Bitcoin to do some crazy shit, and absolutely, we're going to see wicks down to like some crazy Ethereum levels. Ethereum versus BTC levels. So the more likely scenario for me is 2. This is the virgin mid on this pivot for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And for me, if you've watched me at all, this is some of the biggest fucking alpha that I give. These little pivot crevices are huge. They're defended like you would not believe. So I draw lines not here at the bottom, but actually in between, because a lot of times they'll front run. People will be like, oh, well, the line's here, you know, at 057. That's actually in the interim, and usually they get front run and they'll kick back up before you can get there. Sometimes like the actual reversal, not to get off on a tangent, will look more like this. Like it'll come down and then do that, which is fine. I don't mind, you know, having my entry retested, and I'll look for reversals. I don't just automatically live long, but you know, I want the trigger. I want to know to be on alert. Okay, shit, it's time. So for me, the more likely area is just 0.058. But if we see some banana shit in Bitcoin, which is possible, then it could get even worse, guys. And I really, 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 really do not want to see this 0.055, 0.056 area fall. Like, I really do not. That's what these double green lines are. If you go back, where do they come from? It's actually this like previous pivot areas. I think it's actually, this is based off a 3-day chart. Yeah. That's where this line comes from. It's a 3-day chart, 0.056. So it kind of rips through. And held again there. I would really, really rather that hold. Now, could it dip down below and just all of a sudden we see like the holy shit rip back up? Yeah, in fact, that happened here. Okay? Like, by the way, this chart is fucking amazing, okay? Like, there's... Kaz says this, and I appreciate it. He calls me the ETH BTC fucking GOAT, or the king ETH BTC, and quite frankly, it's what I'm the best at, and I play relative strength better than almost anybody that's out here. Because I fucking love this chart. It is my favorite thing to look at, because it is so fucking pure. It is so pure when you look at high time frames. Like, it just responds so damn well. Like, look at this. These levels, like these are 3-day wicks, man. And just wham, rip back up, come back down, falling wedge, previous pivot held. Like, oh God, it's like chart porn, dude. Like, for real. For me, that's chart porn. So there's so much good stuff here. So I say that and I kind of go on a tangent, but the point is, like, we could rip down below here, but I really would rather not. I would rather this hold and like have Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of move together and maintain this ratio than have it like come back down and like, you know, get to 0.05 and have to like do a lot of work to come back up. That said, JV, what's up? JV7XBT. With the choo-choo train, man. He's the current hype train conductor. I don't even know how we do that, but, you know, last time he started the hype train or some shit, and that was awesome. And then he was the hype train conductor, which is very cool. So good to see you here again. This is the best chart to look at for alts. It's the best chart to look at for Ethereum. It's the best chart to look at for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin. Okay. Highlander, what's up, buddy? Highlander's going to be on the next time I stream. First stream of the week I never really want guests on because I want to do like the macro level update. But next stream, I'm brawling Highlander. We're going to talk about quite a bit. BTC ETF is coming, so is the chance very high that it will go down hard. You know, I heard somebody say this the other day. I don't remember who it is, and I hate to like not give credit where it's due because fucking people take my shit all the time and don't give me credit, which annoys me. But somebody said this, and I'll try to find the credit where it's due and give it where it's due. But the reason why immediately it'll be like a fucking, you'll see some crazy shit happen where it's like, you know, fucking, woo. All right, maybe that'll happen, and I'll buy the shit out of that. But no, what I was about to say, Sunil, was the point is if a Bitcoin ETF gets approved, then there is a very reasonable assumption to be made that an Ethereum only ETF is not far behind. Okay, that's where I was going with that. So it's like, yes, it would very much affect Ethereum like immediately, but it's not like there wouldn't be a return catalyst for Ethereum, because I think if you play through this thought, and this is like my whole investing thesis on crypto to begin with, it's not just like, why is it a good thing? Well, because fuck demand, but like, what does it do for people's lives? Take a step back. Like if a Bitcoin ETF gets approved and people start investing in it, which people will do because it's a high beta, high moving thing. Just like people bought Tesla and Apple and like Beyond Meat before they even knew what the fuck it did. You invest in it, then you learn about it. People invest in Bitcoin because it moves, and they start to learn about it. Then you start to learn about Bitcoin and go, all right, I mean, Bitcoin's pretty nice, but like, you know, from a decentralized finance perspective, DeFi, it's really not where things are going to go. Like that's going to be Ethereum, and it will happen. Yeah, so there's no Ethereum ETF filings at the moment, right? Probably not, but like that's not, okay, I don't care about that. The point is the regulation on the first one, like after one's in, who gives a shit? The next one will be that. All right, we're going to take exactly what you did to get the first one approved. We're going to do the exact same thing, and we just changed it from Bitcoin to Ethereum. What's your case for not approving that one? Right? That would be my counterpoint to what you're saying. Like, so yeah, it might be a little bit further off into the future, but like people would speculate on that news at that point. Anyway, all right, so let's back off this really quick and go talk about Bitcoin. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, these are my levels. Just like I told you last time when we were looking at Bitcoin, some areas to mark on your chart. These are the areas that I would mark on your chart for Ethereum. All right, this is a good question. Since we're here, I'll answer it. Winnie's good people. Hey, JP, do you think ETH will gain more and more dominance from BTC each bull run? Yeah, I do. I sincerely do. Because the cool shit is being built not with Bitcoin, right? Yeah, I know what you meant. The cool stuff's being built on Ethereum and other chains, right? Like the stuff that will actually change the world, and I mean that sincerely, is not being built on Bitcoin. Fucking Lightning Network. Like, fuck out of here. right? Don't get me wrong, I own a ton of Bitcoin right now, so like I'm all in. But yeah, I do. I think that every time the cycle, like we're gonna see lifetime higher highs and higher lows from this point. Like it would be very, very hard for me to see and envision this just absolutely falling off a cliff back down to these levels. Could it happen? Sure. But like, I think Sue from Three Arrows Capital said something like this not that long ago. And it was a beautiful, beautiful point. And he said, given what we've seen with DeFi this cycle after the bear market from 2017, now that it's come back and people saw it come back, obviously 1920 and now, do you really think people are going to stop building on Ethereum if there's a bear market? And it's a great fucking point. No, they're absolutely not. People, like the smartest minds are going to go and build. And since people with money know that, I think there's always going to be a bid on Ethereum at certain levels, because when those cycles come back, they're going to rip like something you've never seen before. So a couple things from a macro perspective on Ethereum, just if you think about it, like an ETF in Bitcoin provides a level of bidding on Bitcoin and liquidity that we've never seen before. It's a huge deal in the evolution of the market, guys. It's a huge deal in the evolution of the market to have a constant buy pressure at certain levels. Okay. It will be the same thing for Ethereum. If more people are continuing to put their money into Ethereum with the understanding that these peaks and troughs are just insanely good. So yeah, man, like it's gonna continue moving up. And given that Ethereum has so much more to offer and it can disrupt the entire financial industry, like you guys are getting me like in my own feels here a little bit, because like I fucking hate centralized finance. I fucking hate it. These guys are fucking scumbags. Scumbags. They made money off my parents, off my grandparents, off my great-grandparents. They fucking took advantage of the working class for fucking years, giving out nothing in the way of interest, giving out nothing in the way back to people because fuck them, we'll build our towers bigger. Dude, fuck centralized finance, okay? Like I see this is why I'm here, okay? Because fuck those people. And so who's not going to get behind that? Fuck all that. And by the way, if you want to really talk about this shit, like, all right, see now you got me going. I'm stepping onto my soapbox and off the fucking TA path for a moment here. You got Angry Jared here for a moment. As pissed off as I am about centralized finance being a fucking joke, and it is. Because I swear to God, I will never buy a home with a bank ever fucking again. I'm going to use Aave. And I'm going to take loans. And I'm going to pay cash for houses. And I'm going to do everything I can to never pay a banker ever a fucking again. Okay? And that's just like who I am now, because I have the means to do that. And I hope you all can fucking do that too. But let's take a step back further. Web 3.0 is going to be the same fucking thing, but it's going to be a fuck you to Amazon. It's going to be a fuck you to Facebook. It's going to be a fuck you to Microsoft. So if you don't know about Web 3.0 and what's being built over there, go start fucking reading and learning, because it's the next big wave. And if you put the time in now to research and you follow people like Charles Reed on Twitter and Rarestone Capital and people that are investing and building up these Web 3.0 companies, you will be richer than you know what to do with, because the censorship and the bullshit that happens on the internet today is because centralized companies are the ones who are fucking controlling what's on the internet right now. Fuck that. Give me Web 3.0 where that can't happen. It's the same idea but for the internet. So, back to the original point about, do I think Ethereum gets bigger and bigger and goes higher and higher with each market cycle? Abso-fucking-lutely. Because pretty soon we're going to be able to use our computers to contribute to Web 3.0, where I don't need to have server farms run by Amazon Cloud Services or Microsoft. I'll be able to contribute. You'll be able to contribute. And we don't need those centralized services. And they can't censor what we want. Where Facebook can't say, no, we're not going to post this because it doesn't look like something we would want to have up. Man, I make my decisions. Fuck you. Anyway, I have a real problem with fucking censorship and that bullshit, right? Like, I live in America where free speech is fucking free, and that includes dumb people. Dumb people can say dumb shit. That's part of free, man. It's like legislating what people can say because people are fucking stupid. No. Stupid people have the right to be stupid. Stupid people have the right to be stupid. They do. And I wish that wasn't the fucking case. I wish I could just say, nah, man, you can't do it. But how do you get educated? Am I just supposed to look to you and say, tell me what I need to fucking know? No. Open a book. Read. Listen to people that are smarter than you. Facebook. Mark fucking Zuckerberg. Go watch The Social Network. That motherfucker stole his company. And he's the one who's determining what is right or wrong? Oh my God. So yeah, Web 3.0. Read about it right now. Is decentralized finance going to be here to stay? Abso-fucking-lutely. Fuck banks. Is Ethereum going to continue to grow and gain against Bitcoin every market cycle? Absolutely. And here's the other thing, guys. I think pretty soon you will see companies' valuations denominated in Bitcoin soon, relative years, okay? Charles Reed. Chat with Charles. It's at Chat with Charles. He's the CEO of Rarestone Capital. Rarestone.capital. They invest in a ton of Web 3.0 projects. Like, he's on like the cutting edge of everything when it comes to Web 3.0. And his team. All right? So that's what you want to learn. That's what you want to see. I think that's why we're all in this, right? Like, we're in it to make money too, but I want to change the fucking world. My son's growing up in this. Your kids are too. Some of you are kids, man. Like, I talk to people sometimes, they're like, yeah, I'm 18, I'm getting into this for the first time. And I'm like, oh, you babies, man. I don't know who Eric is, but that's great to hear, man. I don't know what you're talking about. So, like, you know, regardless, that's fine. The point is, y'all, we're in this to make money, sure. But at the end of the day, it's more than that. It's bigger than that. And that's what we're a part of. Ethereum will get bigger. Hell yeah, dude. You know what, Dan? We're not that old. We're not that old. I'm glad now versus, 20 years from now. Sorry, my wife just texted me about something. All right. Anyway. Whew. I'm done. If you want to talk about this more, pop into the chat. Yeah, Adam's getting ripped. That's fine. You know what, JV? That has to do with... yeah, for sure, dude. Dude, crypto's not going anywhere. And the fact that, like, Nate isn't in on this more... Nate's a buddy that Dan and I share in real life. Is, like, disgusting. So, all right. Let's talk about Bitcoin. My blood pressure's up. I can feel it, right? Nick the Chef, longtime follower on Twitter. Hey man, good for you to come pop out, come hang out, man. Like I love hanging out here with you guys and streaming. I've really never taken it that seriously. I just like to like kick it with my friends, like Ataxia and some other friends were like, hey, like you should stream more, and I'm like, okay. So I did, and it's just kind of taken off. We got like a nice group of people on Telegram. So if you guys aren't in Telegram, you should come hang out there too. Like, I was not a Telegram guy until I got into crypto, and people are like, you got to get into Telegram. Like, that's where all the stuff happens. And oh, gotcha, my bad. So, holy shit, Kaz is here. What's up, buddy? Where you been, man? Kaz, you just missed me going ham, bro. You just missed me going ham. I was having a moment where I was very upset. Not really upset, very passionate, okay? So the missed the basis fuck speed. Yeah, dude, how many? Look, I'm sure somebody will clip it. I don't know. I'm happy to, because fuck these people. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, so, dude, they dropped Periscope, man. Just really quickly. Yeah, okay, good. You were there. Yeah, fuck them. Fuck it all. Absolutely. That is how I work. That's how I live. So, by the way, so maybe I'm, look, you guys know that I'm kind of like a tech fucking simpleton. I don't know. They dropped Periscope support on Twitter like a week ago. And so on Restream, because like I have a chat box, and I have like, so I'm looking over here because that's where it is. So I have Twitch and I have YouTube on one chat box to the left. Periscope used to be there where I could talk to you guys. And so that's gone now. It sucks. Like, I don't know why that happened. I need to find a workup. So if any of you guys know how to get that back on a Restream, let me know, because I would like to be able to talk to you guys. On Twitter. Like, quite frankly, people are on Twitter more often than other places, but, you know, whatever. I digress. All right. Yeah, so anyway, fuck banks. Web 3.0 is the way. We're not there yet, too, by the way. Just anecdotally, and then I'm going to get into Bitcoin here, because, like, this is still the spot for me where I'm most nervous on Bitcoin. And, like, we're almost there, guys. Like, look at this shit. Web 3.0 isn't there, but like that's when like you got to look ahead on this stuff, and like Web 3.0 might even be the next cycle, but that's where we're reading about it now and finding the players like Aave, dude. Like, just really quickly. Okay, let's go to Aave. Like, did you want to buy Aave at $25? Because I would have liked to have, and I was around then. Okay, like. I was 100% in this game, and I was like, Aave at $25. Like, who'd want to lend on chain? It went to $650, right? So, like, that's why learning about this stuff ahead of time makes sense. The only thing I've ever done where I was, like, ahead of the game and made a ton of money was BuyFi. And, you know, I saw the use case early. I farmed it at $6. I sold it at $1,000, which was nice. It went to $5,000, so it shows the fuck I know. Anyway. I digress. We're back. We are back. So, Web 3.0 is coming. Learn about it. You want to be ahead of the game. You do not want to be behind the game. Then you're going to buy everybody else's exit liquidity like mine. How goes the crypto gambling? As in, like, charts and shit? Yeah, dude. Premia. Premia's good stuff. Charts equals astrology for men. To this day, the most triggered I've been. All right. So, last week on Twitter, on stream. Yo, man, don't fucking... Do not sidetrack me with this TA's astrology for men bullshit, all right? I need to focus right now. My thesis was this was the most critical area that we were likely to see near term. Even Kings waited for the right lunar patterns before it. Yeah, even Kings, bro. Back then, all you had was lunar patterns, man. Like, if you take, like, the information in front of you, you're like, hey, man, let's wait for the new lunar fucking month so we can have more light at night. Like, that makes sense. At least there's, like, a functional purpose behind that. Anyway, all right, stop it. Stop it. See how easily derailed I am? That shit kills me. Anyway, let's pull out. Pulling out's always good on charts and always good if you're not married. Okay? Just a little advice from me to you. So here is why this area is crucial. It's the Virgin Mid on the daily. On this pivot on the A line, right? We talked about the A line. I've talked about that ad nauseum in other streams, okay? Talk about ad nauseum in other streams. There's a history when a channel is broken, and that's what this resistance line is at 59.7. Not a lot of people talk about that. A lot of people acknowledge it or see it, but it's not really spoken of, right? And the Virgin Mid here is something that a lot of people have not put on their charts at all, except for me, because it is the deepest pocket of this turn, right? And how do you get there? It's where, like, the deepest intersect of the pivot turn was. And so that's where you draw that line. So that's where the 58.3 to 59.7 was. And so that's kind of my key area here. So we were talking about it last week, and we're getting pretty close right now. There's a few areas of concern where, like, I'd like to see it continue punching higher. Like, quite frankly, this does not look good. Like, just calling a spade a spade. Like, that's never the kind of bleed up that you want in the market. Like, ever. Okay? Ever. This shit is ripe to do one of these. I don't think it will, because there's just, like, it's just drifting upward. Like that dude market sold $40 million on Bitstamp yesterday. That was this. Woo! And it came right back. Was that there? Where was it? Yeah, I think it was there. I don't remember. I think it was right there. Anyway, a guy's market sold $40 million on Bitstamp in one sell, and it immediately retraced. So, like, I personally believe that makes anybody who's considering putting on a large short position go, man, fuck, I don't know. Because I don't want to be the person who gets caught out right now and puts on a large sell and gets absolutely squeezed to the nines, which could absolutely happen. So you just kind of have this, like, lazy bleed up right now. And we're, like, right next to my area, which we could blast through. Here's the thing about this area, and you guys are gonna be like, well, that's a fucking lazy call. And it is, so don't get me wrong. I'm not like I'm not saying that you're wrong if you were to call me out on this, because you're like, oh, well, way to be a fucking influencer. If you get through this area, it could be pretty dynamic. It could be, okay? That's the thing. If we get through this area, that's a lot of air, guys. Like, do I need to put on the VPVR? I doubt it, but, like, you know. We're chewing through this volume right now. So if we can get above this 59 area, like, guys, and I hate doing this, okay? I hate doing this. You have no idea how quickly this shit could do that. Okay. Like, it could be insane. An ETF approval, something else. But so, like, there are times in the market where I'm all about shorting or hedging and shit on Bitcoin, which I've been doing a lot, okay, over here. Like, I was shorting constantly on these little pumps. Yeah. Hedging and or shorting. I actively shorted this. Shorted again here. Right? This is you are out of your fucking mind if you're trying to short right now. Might it work? Yeah, it might. Like, for real. You want the bear case? I'll give you the bear case right now. I'm kind of vibing. So let's do it. I'll pull this out of the way. I'll give you my bear case. Nobody likes to see it. A very influential influencer once told me that bull cases are much more popular than bear cases. And that's true. It's way more fun to talk about us all making money than getting fucked. But if we do this, that is like a double top, lower high. I will see you at the lows. We're fucked. Okay? You can make the case. I would never do it. And like, you would never do it here either, okay? So like, just let me be clear. Let me be clear. Let me be clear that you would never be like, oh shit, here we go. Let me load up on my, short right here. Like, that's not how you would do it. Let's say that you were like 100% convinced that this was what was going to happen. It was going to be like just the cock tease of all cock teases. And you were like, this is what's going to happen. Everyone's going to get blue balled right on the doorstep of all time highs, right? Like, it's possible. Part of being a good trader is keeping your mind open to everything at all times, right? So like, keep that in mind. By the way, I love this song. But the song is called Good Things Will Come Even. So, kind of goes well with what I'm talking about. So let's say that this was like, I'm 100% convinced that it's going to be a blue ball fall. Ha! Blue ball fall. Let's hashtag that. And it comes here. We're not going to straight line down, right? What it would look like is this. Right? So that's when you'd actually, you don't short the first reject. You short the pump, the relief bounce whenever it happens. Okay. And that's, if you wanted to do that, when you would do it, not the first one. The second one. There's like a simple axiom, or idiom, I guess. It's an axiom because it's true always, but first mouse gets clapped by the trap, man. Second mouse gets cheese. Blue ball fall short the uptrend. By the way, so Sudo Voodoo? Am I getting that right? I try to get the names right. Sudo Voodoo 420. Do you think blockchain technology will revolutionize the logistics industry? I don't think there's anything that won't be revolutionized by the logistics industry. The problem is the logistics industry is so unbelievably dominated by like boomer tech right now that it'd be hard. It'd be like one of the last ones, right? To fall. And Dan said he loses most of his trades by being the first mouse. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. Most people do. I would like to see both angles. You have to see both angles. If you only see one side, if you're a perma bull, dude, like you will lose. You will lose. If you can't press Alt-I on your keyboard, Alt-I, okay? Alt, I at the same time. Alt I. That's all I did. I inverted my chart. It is the single most powerful tool on TradingView. Like, no shit, guys. Like, look at this right now. Let's go to the 3-day. Fucking right you would. Bob said I'd buy that dip. Yeah, you're right. Would you short at the lows? Huh. Seriously. Like, it's the simplest fucking concept in the world, guys. Alt I. Would you short right here? No fucking way. You would not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway. That said, I don't know how much people are familiar with what the term beta means, okay? Do you guys know what the term beta, B-E-T-A, beta means? I mean, there's 40 of you in here talking. That's that I can see. So, do you guys know what beta means? When it comes to charts, so like beta movement, I got risks, depends on context, chart correlation, okay. Yeah. Kaz just sent me a chart. All right, so let me do. All right, I'm gonna show what Kaz just sent me in Telegram because it's worth pointing out, and I'll turn off my. Okay, it's a line chart. Like, are you telling me you would short that? Right. Just say it. Don't become a perma bull, dude. It's a great way to go broke. All right. Back to... All right. There's a lot being said right now. That's very, very funny. Hold on. Dan says no fucking clue. Chart correlation. Hey, it's guys. All right. I know that BitBoy is a beta. That's all I got, which is hysterical. All right. So like alpha in the traditional sense is like, you know, the alpha in the pack, like the dominant leader. But no. Okay. So this is like going real deep into the, yeah, dude, I love streaming with Kaz. That was fun. I think we are differing personalities that look at things different, but I think we got a good vibe too. So I was going to try to get him on for this stream, but you know, Kaz on the West Coast, man, I'm on the East Coast, so it's hard for us to line up. So anyway, beta. Yes. Okay. The S&P 500. The S&P 500. What is it? A lot of people are going to say the 500 largest companies, right? It's usually what people say. That's not exactly true. The S&P 500 are the 500 largest companies that react the most with price movement, okay? Beta movement is how much do they move with price volatility up and down. Okay? For real. Like, the reason why Tesla got added so quickly is because the fucking price moves were crazy. Like, so the volatility was out of control. So the beta movements were nuts. Like, it just is willing to move. When it moves crazy. And crypto is the ultimate high beta. Like, Tesla is the highest beta, or was the highest beta of stocks. Because, like, do you guys remember the fucking run on Tesla? Because I do. I remember shorting it and actually making money. And that shit was not true for a lot of people. Okay? I shorted Tesla here. Okay. This was pre-split, not the point. But like, I also longed to hear. It moves crazy when prices go up or down, right? Like that's the point. The point is like, if it's on an up day and like the Nasdaq's moving, then the highest beta stocks move the most. Like if the S&P is, or if the QQQ or the NQ is up 1%, then the highest beta stocks are up 7%, right? So like that's the idea, high beta, right? Yeah, move like an altcoin, okay? And the thing is, like, fucking Bitcoin is supposed to be the more stable of crypto, and it still moves crazy. And then Ethereum's more than that, and then altcoins more than that. So, like, you take that run all the way down the line, and you go, man, that shit is crazy. Like the amount of volatility in crypto is crazy. And the reason why I got into crypto beyond like being totally bought into the concept is finding high beta stocks is extraordinarily difficult, guys, because not only do you have to find it, you have to make sure everything's lined up. Like the S&P has to be in a good place, the Dow has to be in a good place, you know, the QQQ has to be in a good place, your sector ETF has to be in a good place. Like there's a lot of shit that has to be in the right place for something to move well. It's not the case in crypto. And a lot of you are probably sitting at home going, what the fuck is this guy bringing this up for? Well, the reason why I'm pulling this back is because I just showed you a chart where you would be like, who the fuck would short the lows on this? Okay? And let me tell you exactly who shorts the fucking lows on that, or who longs the highs on this, something that is extremely high beta. Okay, that is the exact scenario you do that. Because if you remember watching Tesla on any up day breakout, what did that shit look like? What did it look like? It was insane. It was moving $100 a day. It was going absolutely batshit crazy. And that was a fucking stock. Bitcoin is that times 10. Ethereum is that times 10. All these altcoins do this shit as well. Okay? So you would look at this, and if you're like I don't like being underwater, or I don't like if positions move against me, and like I'm running right up against retirement, it's kind of tough for me to want to long the highs because it might move against me. This shit isn't for you. This is a young man's game in the best market at the best time in our lives. Okay? So you know who longs the fucking top here? I do. Because if this breaks out, the upside will be insane. Because it's the highest beta shit there is. You wouldn't do this with fucking Ford. You'd be like, oh man, Ford's $23. If it peaks its head above $23.25, it might go to $24. Look at that crazy fucking move. Oh my God, we're gonna go get a nice dinner at Wendy's tonight. Like, get the fuck out of here. You wouldn't do it. You long the breakout when there's an upside that's worth it. You long when there's an instrument like this that will actually run, and we know that it will. Whew, man. I had a good workout in this morning. I got a good sleep last night. I think I'm fucking hyped right now. Hyped. Anyway. That's what beta means. That's why crypto's fun. That's why doing your research is worth it. That's why I put in $50,000 ever into crypto, and I have more money than I ever thought I'd ever see my entire life. And why you should too. And why you need to hang out at places like Stack Labs, and why you need to join Kaz's Discord. Because I'm never going to fucking create a Discord, okay? So, you know, fucking go join Kaz's. I fucking hate Discord. I don't know. Drop your shit, man. Go follow him on Twitter. He drops it every now and again in there. All right, so I haven't seen a lot of stuff here. Tony Wow says Alt I is a game changer. Did S&P have a blow off top? I mean, yeah, but like, dude, when it's being inflated by the Fed, like, you know, who gives a shit? So long the top got it. Nick, stop it. Okay. If you've been following me or if you've been showing up, dude. All right, look, like I'm fuck. All right. I'm not the guy to be like, hey man, I got you. But I literally streamed on this fucking day on July 20th. You can go back and look. It's on YouTube. And I was like, I don't know, man. There's a fucking stream on YouTube on my channel that says the bull case for Ethereum and Bitcoin on July 20th when it was $29,000 fucking dollars, okay? It was $29,000 and everybody was calling for 20. And I streamed, and the title of the stream is the bull case for Bitcoin and Ethereum. So fuck your favorite influencer. Because you just got to pay attention to the right times, man. So yeah, if you've been hanging out with me, we longed 28. And we also longed right here. And we shorted 48.8. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate that. Let's check BTC dominance really quick. I'm not an influencer. That's the thing, guys. I'm not an influencer. I've only even started to even remotely get into the influencer area because of you giving me some credit, which I appreciate. Kaz is good. So all jokes aside, man. Like, I talk a lot of shit about influencers in the whole game in crypto Twitter, which I fucking do. And I play the game too, don't get me wrong. Kaz is the most genuine motherfucker out here. Okay? Even more genuine than myself. Okay? Thank you, Bob. Finding genuine people on Twitter in crypto is very, very hard to find, and Kaz is one of them. In fact, there's not many of them out there, period. So you can, yeah, Trader Kaz's name is his name. So, like, you know, check out Kaz. I will not recommend very many people, but Kaz is not going to rip you off. So give him a go. So somebody asked me, will BTC dominance, fuck, where'd it go? Will we see 50? Yeah, so I drew this last stream, and my point here was, like, at the very, very least, I only sub to you, and now you're telling me you're not an influencer? You don't want me to be an influencer, man. That's the thing. That's what I'm telling you. Could you please post your trade setup in Kaz's Discord if he's okay with it? Man, I don't have enough time to post my own shit in my own stuff. So I do hate it. Eventually I'll get on Discord, but it's pretty rare. Anyway, BTC dominance. You can easily or reasonably expect a mean reversion. Okay? So think about it. Like, the shit really popped off at the start of the year for everybody. Like, it started for Ethereum and Bitcoin at the same time. Like, look at this. Look how high this shit was. 73 at the start of the year. And we came all the way down to 40. Had a little pop up. Excuse me. I had this here because this entire area, which I talked about last stream from this little pop over, allowed the creation of NFTs as a sector or an asset class. Because if BTC like immediately rip right back up, we never see NFTs do what they did. So for all of you who enjoy NFTs, you should be thankful. Because that's exactly when it happened. Thank God. Because I think NFTs are great. NFTs, so, oh man. There's an alt project out there. I need to bring a taxi back on to talk about it. This project, it's called ethitem.com. Explores the different shit you can do with NFTs beyond art. And it is unbelievable, guys. NFTs are so underutilized in terms of what they can do. You're going to see NFTs go nuts. I tried to shill Sicarius into it a long time ago. He and I talked on the phone for like an hour once, and I tried to shill him into it, and he was like, I just don't get it. But anyway, we had this nice little like pop over and rip back up. So to the question about BTC dominance, I do think it's very, very likely you see at the very minimum a mean reversion back up here. That's why I have the Fibonacci retrace on here. So we'll see. All right. I got to go back because people asked a ton of questions and I don't even know. Jared loves the geckos. So people are asking me about alts really quick. And by the way, Kaz always streams on the same days. I think Kaz streams on Tuesday and Thursday. So if you're asking Kaz about stream days, like I'm pretty sure he's consistent. He's got sponsors and shit, man. He has to stream at the same time. All right. Somebody asked about alts. Let's go back to Bitcoin because it's trying to do the damn thing right now. See, there you go. Told you. The thing with alts right now, I have a couple that I own that I just don't care about retracing on me. Manifold's one of them. Manifoldfinance.com. Fold is the ticker. I don't give a shit. That thing actually doubled for me. And I have a 6-figure position. And it's all the way back to my entry. I don't care. It could go below. I don't care. I'll add to it. Because what they're going to do is going to be nuts. So there's a couple like that I just don't give a shit about, and I'll continue to add to. I actually did end up buying Tokamak, which is about at my entry right now. But now is not the time to be buying alts. Yeah, Toki did have a bloody pullback. I saw it was like down to the 40s, I think, and I didn't buy more, but it looks good. And I have it staked right now anyway, so I don't really care. It's not like looking at me in my wallet, so I don't really give a shit. Because the chart looks too good. So I don't really care right now. And then I have a bunch of money on Atom. Was it? Okay, yeah. All right, so it's back up. As long as it's paying me the APY that it's paying me while it's doing something new, like the whole Tokamak like pointed liquidity is different. Something different I'm willing to invest in. Tokamak and Manifold are both different, okay? They're Manifold, if Manifold does what they intend to do, which again, they could fuck up, guys. It could go to zero. It could go 100% to zero. I could be out literally a 6-figure position to zero, and I'm willing to take on that risk. Am I in the osmosis pool? Yeah, hold on. I'll get to Adam in a second. If Manifold does what they intend to do, it's a $500 token. But there's a lot of speculation right now. They got to get integrated with Sushi. Staking has become available. They got to pay out their first dividend. So there's 3 steps I'm speculating on there. And I'm okay with that. And I'll continue adding to it. Why not invest right now, Fizzy? Because if Bitcoin does what we're speculating it's going to do, you're going to get a better price, man. You are going to get a better price. And the reason why I say that is this, okay? Like, look how bullish this is. Okay, look at right now. And like, this is dumb, guys, because you're like, yeah, no shit, Jared. All you gotta do is look at your charts to know this. Like, but look at this. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Ethereum. Look what's happening to Ethereum BTC chart. This is what happens, guys, when Bitcoin is about to go on a fucking run. This is what happens. So like, no, I'm not looking to load up into alts right now. And like one of those like dirty secrets about trading, guys, is like I'm okay being underwater in a position that I like have like really, really strong FA feelings about, like the 2 projects I just spoke about, and Apex, because Apex is the shit. And Apex will have its run on Avalanche as long as Avalanche doesn't like fold and go away entirely, which I don't believe it will. But The dirty secret about TA and like trading guys is like you want to get in and not see red. Like you do not want to see fucking red. It does damage psychologically. You could have the best feeling in the world about a project. And if you buy and you like log into Bybit or FTX and the first thing you see is a red number next to it, you're going to look at that and in the back of your head, you're going to be like, fuck man, maybe I'm wrong. So like, why not alts right now? Because you better have some great mental fortitude or else you're going to capitulate your bag at the lows and then you know what's going to happen? It's going to rip, dude. It's going to melt faces. It's going to go 10x the day after you fucking close your account. Or sell, or whatever. I guarantee you it will. So no, wait for the right position, man. Like, it's just not worth it. You got to have some hella strong FA and believe in a project. Guys, look, all right, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I talked about this last stream. See this? This is fucking Spell. I'm sure you've all know Spell by now. Okay? See it? See it? I'm still fucking going. I'm climbing. I'm climbing because I bought Spell right here. I bought Spell right here. Okay? I had a 6-figure position in this right here. This would be north of $10 million right now. No, not flex, fucker. The other side's coming, okay? I made good money on this, don't get me wrong. Which remind me to come back to the point on this in a second, okay? So, goes up, comes down, goes up. I sold a good portion right here because we were at highs, left more, and I sold more right here. I have like 10% of my bag left that's been doing this, which has been crazy, okay? But it wasn't my FA. It was somebody I trust telling me to look into it. Oh, I was telling you, bro. I already got hacked for over $1 million once. Okay? I got hacked for $1 million actually in the spring. My security is great, and my house is full of guns now. Come at me. But your point is well taken. So, the reason why I bring that up is because it wasn't my FA. I didn't buy into it. It was up only for me. And I still sold because it wasn't my FA. Yeah, thanks, guys. No, it's a terrible situation. I've never talked about it. I'm going to do a stream on it soon and talk about security because it was literally the worst couple days of my life. I didn't stream for a couple weeks after it happened. And like, I almost walked away, man. Literally, I built an enormous portfolio that got drained in a day. And it was fucking horrible. So, yeah. But since then, we're back. Which is crazy that you can do that in crypto. But that goes into where I was going with this anyway, okay? Like, not to... Yeah, man, I was close. I was close to walking away, like, no lie. 100%, dude. 100%. I was close. Yeah, okay. I'm not planning on... I don't really want to talk about this right now, but if you're not on a hardware wallet, get on a hardware wallet. Okay, this was in April. I got hacked in April. And the story is horrifying. Like, horrifying. Yeah, I can't do it now. Maybe I'll do it this week. I'll let you guys know. But get on a hardware wallet. Make sure your OPSEC is tight. And we'll get into it more. But the reason why I brought up your family and your community in crypto matters more than anything else. Like, there were some people that are on here right now, watching, participating, that helped me get back on my feet. I have a DGen chat of guys that are 25 people, 24 people. That I've been in this from when we were all like poor, man, together in like late 2019, early 2020. And we were like, trying to grind our faces off, getting rugged left and right, learning stuff. A small group of people. And we made money, we lost money, and like we, for the most part, have all made it. And like I got cracked, and those guys helped me get back on my feet and like gave me a loan to get started again. And that was unbelievable that they would do that. And they did. And got me back. And it took me 5 months to get back, which is crazy. I've never met one of those guys in real life. Not one. And they literally, without even a question, were like, what do you need? I got you. Which is unbelievable. Yeah, but you know what, Camel? They were like, I don't even want it back. And that was even more unbelievable. So that's one thing. The other thing too is hard as crypto is out there. And it is. Like, you got to find a close-knit group, man. You got to find a close-knit group of people. You got to get into different Telegrams. You got to find people who are like you, and you got to form a group. Because I have learned more from the people that I've met about new things that are coming out, and being willing, like just being vulnerable to be like, hey man, I don't know what the fuck this means. Like, you help me out? Like, Ataxia has taught me so much. These guys who I'm not going to dox and tell who they are because, you guys will start hitting them up for money. Like, like they've taught me so much. And like, I'm friends with like, Ledger and Messi and those guys too. So like, yeah, it is like Stack Labs. For real. It is like Stack Labs. Like, that's the idea behind Stack Labs. Like, my group of 25 is different. But like, I would love it if some of you guys like got really close in Stack Labs and like 10, 15 of you just like formed your own little side group. Like, fucking do it. Okay? Do it. But having a small little group where you can bounce ideas off of and like, hey, what do you think about this or whatever? Hey, I just found this. Like, we trust each other. Let's check each other out. And like, we formed out of the fucking trading pit. We were all in the trading pit and we're like, it's too busy in here, man. Like, let's go somewhere else. And so we did. Like, that's how we formed initially. Because there was like 5,000 people in the trading pit and like we just hopped into one group and started chatting. And like, that's how we learned together. That's how we grew together. And that's how we all kind of like figured it out from there. Okay. So like, it was this unbelievable group think and learning and like, hey man, check this out. Oh, you need this. Yeah. Like, let me help you out. And like, I trust those guys in my life, but they also give you a ton of alpha, right? So a lot of the stuff that I find is because somebody else vetted. And like, if they say like, hey man, this is good, it's probably pretty good. So find a group. Like, Messi talks about this all the time. Like, I think he tweeted something about this today, which was like pretty damn funny. It was like, we on crypto Twitter are like a psychologist's dream, where it's like, hey man, I love you and I appreciate you. Like, that's shit that like psychologists would love to hear people say in their relationships in like real life. And like, no, they never do. But like on crypto Twitter and Telegram, be like, hey man, I love you and I appreciate you for what you did for me. Like, that's pretty fucking special, man. I'm not trying to get in the feels right now, but like, I had it happen to me, dude. Like, those guys, those 25 guys, I literally found out I was getting hacked and I got into that room absolutely having a meltdown. And I was like, guys, what do I do? Help me out. And they were there. XYZ, shut this down. Do this, do that, do the other. Crazy. And I was able to stop some of the damage. Anyway, sorry. Whew. Been an interesting stream today, hasn't it? Good Lord. Find a group though, for real. Find a group. I hope it's Stack Labs. Maybe it's Kaz's Discord. Whatever it is, find your people, okay? Yeah, the Jared Lore stream. This is my Advent story. Fuck. One day. I will actually button up that story and tell it more completely. Yeah. This is my custom indicator. Okay, if you join the Stack Labs chat, I'll give it to you. So this is my custom indicator. It's a MACD custom indicator. If you join Stack Labs, I'll let you use it. If not, well, tough break. DeFi perp rejecting exactly where you would expect it to. Potato, what's up? By the way, like Bitcoin's about to put on a show. It looks like it's about to like absolutely have a fucking rip. When NFT perp. Isn't that kind of what NFTX is? That's pretty much what that is, isn't it? Kind of. Maybe not exactly. I don't know. You know what? Hold on. Metaverse. On token sets, there's a metaverse index, which is essentially, you know, a bunch of this stuff all mixed together. So that would kind of be that. Maybe. All right. So really quickly, some people asked about Atom. As you know, I'm bullish on Atom. Last week, I released an interview that I had with Highlander, who's in the room right now, or at least he was. He's busy. He's also in Scotland, so you never know what he's doing. And there he is. Yeah, people going, oh man, you know, Atom's retracing. Like, yeah, it does not shock me, guys. Like, if Bitcoin's about to do what it's going to do, a lot of shit's going to retrace. Really quickly, from a technical perspective, Kaz, good to talk to you, bud. Yeah, let's chat soon. I will talk about Apex in a moment for those of you who care. But really quick on Atom, I would want it to hold like this 28 line. 28, 29 to where we are right now. Hello, Jeremy. Oh, God. Were you the same guy who called me Jeremy last time? Because that's hilarious. What's up, Jeremy? So yeah, I would want this area to hold on Atom, but even so, like down to 25, I still wouldn't really care. The reason why is there's just too much bullish shit happening in the Cosmos ecosystem. And if you're in the Stacked Labs chat or following Highlander or in the Highlander Nodes Telegram, he is sharing all of this stuff, including there are boosted rewards right now on Sif Chain, and they're rotating to be some boosted pools with Juno here coming up. Okay. Yeah, I know, Camel. So yeah, I have a good amount of money on Atom right now. And like, it's literally, if you guys were in Stacked Labs, like no shit, guys. If you were in Stacked Labs, my Telegram, I said on this day? Yeah, I think right here. August 18th. I said, you might want to get some money on Avalanche. You probably should get some money on Avalanche. This shit's going to go nuts. And, yeah, you know, I think I was right. So, same vibe right now. And the reason why is the Sif Chain bridge is easier than the Avalanche bridge, guys. It's easier. It is easier than the Avalanche bridge. They have rewards coming in right now. It is extraordinarily secure and easy to use. I was pretty resistant initially on Atom, and I've come full circle on that. So, all right, a couple other questions. If Bitcoin starts to break out, I'm going to switch and we're going to watch. I have 6 monitors. So I have like my main one that you guys are looking at, and then I have other shit going on. So I'm like always peeking to see what's going on. If it starts breaking out, I'm going to move. But thoughts on ETH, Crested Cat. You got to go back and watch the stream, man. Like the first half hour of the stream was talking about Ethereum and what I think is going to happen. I think it literally is Highlander DeFi. I'm pretty sure Highlander's Twitter is Highlander DeFi. No, Highlander Nodes. Highlander Nodes. N-O-D-E-S. Highlander Nodes. Highlander Nodes. N-O-D-E-S. Highlander Nodes. All right. How high can Sol go? Boom, boom, boom. There he is. Yep, see, got it. How high can Sol go? Oh, shit. Bitcoin's about to do it. Yeah, you know, Krusty Cat, I'd ordinarily go back over it again. We got a lot of people watching. I don't want to, like, repeat the same stuff, but there's a pretty good explanation on the plan for Ethereum. So give that a go. As for Sol, like, right now, I want to see this hold. 135. If that doesn't hold, I want to see this hold. My like line of like fuck would be like a pure breakdown under 120. You know, it does look heavy. I still have my bag. Oh god, I'm so bad at like here invite link, copy link. Yeah, I will. I swear to God, I will talk about Apex in a moment here. There's my Telegram. So there's a couple reasons why I like Solana a lot, and one of them is Sam doesn't fucking miss. Like, he does not miss. The dude does not miss. Okay, like period, point break. The fucking guy does not miss. So to think that he does is silly and naive. And the most bullish case for Solana is the fact that fucking Cardano is number 3 in market cap. Okay? Cardano is, and I'm sorry to any of you that are Cardano maxis, a fucking joke. So until Solana passes Cardano in market cap, I am bullish on Solana. That's about as long as I care to think or talk about this. Yeah, it's number 3 and it doesn't do a fucking thing. All right? Solana is better tech. Yeah, I mean, all right, so the chain went down for whatever, 6 hours. That was a deliberate attack to try to take it down. And quite frankly, when they figure that shit out, then what? Like, then what? Sam's worth, I don't know, $40 billion or whatever that people know about. That people know about. And they just had like this vulnerability, which is what caused this big sell-off. And the dude has more money than God. So yeah, man, like I am bullish on Solana until the fucking cows come home. Until they flip, dude. When they flip Cardano at number 3, come back and ask me again. And then I'll tell you. But that would literally, I think, have to be a double from here at the very minimum. I don't know. I guess we can look it up. All right, there's 70, Bill, 43. All right, so not quite a double. I'm sorry, you guys can't see it. There you go. There's no fucking reason for Cardano to be number 3. It's an absolute joke. So, yeah, dude, sick. $270, perfect. Okay, at $270, then I'll take some off the table. Jay, thank you, my guy. JOV is like the godfather of this stream. I think he's now donated 50 subs, man. Thank you, sir. Here, you always, whenever Jay comes in, I always gotta do this. So there's balls. There we go. There's the level 1 emoji, the level 2 emoji, and then the blue one's level 3. As far as I know, I think Jay's the only level 3. I don't know. But he just donated 20 subs. Thank you, Jay, as always, my friend. He has donated 50 subs since I started doing this thing. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, that's badass. Very based. Very based. So anyway, that's how I feel on Solana, man. Definitely should be higher. Somebody asked about AVAX. You know, I think AVAX has more in it. Yeah, dude. I think that emoji is pretty sick. Yeah. So Highlander will be on next. Highlander will be on next stream. I got to figure out when it's going to be, but it'll be, you know, Wednesday or Thursday, I'd imagine. I think AVAX still has more in it. This is about the area where I would expect AVAX to turn. No shit. This is a little Wednesday. All right, we'll shoot for Wednesday. Thank you, Rez, for the sub. Very kind. I appreciate when you guys sub. Helps me out. I've actually never taken any money off this. I don't know how to do it. I just figure one day I'll log in and figure it out. Yeah, man. Happy to help whenever I can. I understand, at least I was told, that you could now use your Amazon Prime to sub now, whereas like a few months ago you couldn't, which is pretty cool. I don't know what you have to do to be able to do that, but apparently you can now, when you couldn't before. What is a sub? I don't know, man. It's like $7 or something like that, $8. And oh shit, Hype Train, let's go. Hype Train. I don't know what that means, but a Hype Train just started. You'll have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Cool. Final level, keep going, 107%. Badass. Yeah, so sub doesn't get you much. It gets you like a, you know, an emoji. It's essentially, hey, sick, man. You get emotes. Some of the money goes to me. Some of the money goes to Twitch because they always take their cut. My thought all along was I'm going to get a better camera with it eventually when I have enough money in there. I might have enough money in there now. I don't know. But it does cost me money to run this thing. I never ask for money from anybody. So I appreciate it when you guys do it. Denus, thank you for the sub, my friend. Very cool. All right, so let me give you some alpha while people are subscribing. That's pretty cool. This indicator that I have, which again, if you join the Stack Labs chat and send me a note, I will give it to you to use. I'll put it in here again. Sub stands for subscription, by the way, if your question was like that basic. This MACD indicator, a usual good time to long something is when it gets back to the 0 line. Or, no, it doesn't, but it costs me money for like the services that I use. So like OBS costs money, Restream costs money, you know, some of the other things that I do. They're just like, it's not a lot. It's like $20 a month for each one. So not a lot, but it helps. Time is money too. So yeah, usually when you see this down here, this is going to sound silly, but when we get back to the 0 line, usually it lines up with the support level where you could theoretically see a turn. And like this indicator, like the pink is when it's declining and the blue is when it's rising. Okay. And the change from blue to pink is the red bubble. And the change from pink to blue is the white bubble. And that's why people like my indicator, because it's very, very clear when there's a momentum change. There is no like, well, fuck, I think it's positive now. Like, it just makes it very clear. There's nothing crazy about my indicator. It's not like I fucking did some crazy calculation to make it better. It just makes it clear to read. And I think that's why people like it. Okay? So yeah, if you want it, hop into the chat and send me a note. I see some of you have already hit me up. I will get to you eventually. Just understand it's going to take me some time. So yeah, just a little bit of alpha. Like when you see this happen, you want to look for reversals. And so the question about AVAX was, so for this one I'm talking about, usually high time frames. for the purposes of reversals. But like turning an indicator like this does not happen like that. Like it takes some time, which again kind of lends to being more bullish for Bitcoin, right? So like I could easily see AVAX going to 54, maybe even 50 if things got really shitty, you know, maybe like 48 and then starting to turn. But the point is it's actually quite bullish because this is a momentum reset, okay? And if you notice, we're at the zero line here. It's also with the 50-day moving average, which is like your mean reversion area. So all of this crazy hype and this crazy run up in season that we had on Avalanche, which I was a fucking huge part of and loved, is all essentially burnt off, guys. And so if it can find its level and move sideways, I promise you, there's going to be a huge second season on Avalanche. Okay? You can use this indicator on any time frame. Here's what I would say though. Like if you don't know anything about MACD, you need to learn about it. Because like this indicator is not magic. And if all you do is change or play the color changes or play the change in momentum, like you're going to lose a lot of money. So you got to know what it means. All right? Just, you know, non-financial advice, do your own research, yada, 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 all that happy horse shit. Now, somebody asked me earlier, why am I bullish on Apex? Well, I can't pull up the chart right now. Rez, I love it. You received a level 5 hype train emote. Cool. Evict. What's up? Choo Choo Hype Mine. What the hell is that? Ah, sick, dude. JOV with the hype train conductor. What's up, man? Founder. That's sick, man. I think you guys all got the hype train emote now, too. I learn this stuff new every time that this stuff happens. Anyway, so people ask, why am I bullish on Apex? Well, a few reasons. One, the floor that it's at now is where it's going to be. Like, it's not going to go further down. Like, consider like a floor. Part of the reflect mechanism in Apex is it carves off liquidity, okay? And then adds that to the pool. The people that sold. I did not, nor will I. Because I see a larger picture in motion. There's a ton of NFTs that are being created and some other things in Apex. And I think there's going to be a pretty huge second act on Apex. So no, I haven't sold shit, nor am I going to, because I think that we will get a second season on Apex and this thing will rip. I think Apex sees $100. I'm sorry. I think AVAX sees $100. I think Apex will run to new highs. Probably the highs were like a $33 million cap in Apex. I think $60, $70 million cap, maybe 80 could happen pretty easily. And the thing is now, like, and people are starting to figure this out. You've seen like the last 4, 5, 6 days in Apex, you've seen some buying because people realize that like there's no sellers. It's just kind of moving. So that's why I'm bullish on it. That's why Kaz is bullish on it and why we both continue to talk about it. And we both have enormous bags and we haven't sold. So, you know, we're long gaming this bitch. Somebody else asked me a question I wanted to get to and I forgot. Evict, you said up, down, / unlimited ranging. I don't know what you mean by that. If you could clarify. That would be great. Jamie Boy says you're a legend. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. So somebody asked about Atom targets. Like, Atom is woefully undervalued if they continue doing what they're doing. Like, the bridge was the biggest part. I said this to Highlander. I think I might have even said it when... Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'll get to BTC in a second. I think you might have joined late. I'll talk about this for a moment. I think 60K is where we're heading, Evict. And then we'll see. And then news will send us into the stratosphere. But here's what I'll say on Atom, and I've talked about this before. My biggest issue with Atom all along has been onboarding money in. Okay, it was fucking hard. Like, the first time I bought Atom was on Coinbase. The second time I bought Atom was on Binance Smart Chain, which I then had to use the Binance bridge out to my ledger to then get onto Atom, which is fucking stupid. Okay, like it was. Because I was just trying to not use Coinbase because Coinbase's fees are stupid. But I am very, very bullish on Atom because the SIF chain opened, and that's the easiest bridge I've ever used, including the Avalanche chain. You literally set up your Kepler wallet, you set up your MetaMask wallet, you connect them both, and it allows you to send in Ethereum from your MetaMask wallet, and it will essentially bridge it into your Kepler wallet, which you can then trade to Atom. It's easy as shit. It is literally easier than the Avalanche bridge, because the Avalanche bridge, you have to wrap your Ethereum. So, like, you go from having to wrap your Ethereum versus not. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, JV7XPT, Atom, and Solana are the most user-friendly ecosystems. 100%, man. 100%. I would add Avalanche in there, too. I know some people don't like Avalanche, but I do. Also, if you look, same deal here. This is a little bit too steep for my liking. I would like this to kind of shallow out and move sideways, so we might see a little more sideways movement. But that's why I said, like, from here down to like that 28 area, probably not unlikely. Yeah, we might, Platty. I mean, it could go to 28, 29, but I'm not worried about it. And so here's the key marker for you and what you're playing for. We talked about high beta and like things really, really moving, okay? If you were in the Stacked Labs chat, guys, no shit. Go back and look. I think you can control F in there. On one of these days, in mid-August, Highlander popped in and was like, yo, you guys want to get long Atom. It was like 14 bucks. And it ran to 45. It was a literal 3x in the span of like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And it did. And it rejected exactly where it should have, right here, okay? You see, boom, 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 boom. So here's what I'll say. If I'm looking at Atom and speculating, all I want to see is some sort of higher low in here. I would even take it down to $25 as being like not a terrible thing. And the most bullish case you could make for it, there is a line of that support right here. That's what the 25 is, I think. Yeah, right there. 25, 26. The most bullish thing that could happen would be flipping this line from resistance to support. That is the parabolic line. And that's what sent Solana absolutely crazy. So with how bullish I feel about Atom, all right, we just got a nuke candle on Bitcoin. Not really, 57.1. I'm watching it. That's what I would like to see happen. Essentially, find ways to acquire Atom at places that make sense. Yo, it does. Platty, what the fuck? I was just talking about that, bro. SIF chain. I literally, like, you must have just logged on. SIFchain.finance. No joke. Bridge is easier than Avalanche. Yeah. You connect your MetaMask and you connect your Kepler wallet together. You can essentially bridge Ethereum straight over. You can also bridge like USDC and you can bridge whatever the fuck you want. Like straight over. People just don't know it yet. I really should go do like a how-to video because it'd probably be great for my channel. Not that I really give a shit, but like, it'd be really, really good to explain to people how to do it. But like I did it and I was like, oh my God, this is so easy. And the incentives right now are super good. Like very, very crazy good to get on that thing. So check it out. Is it really now? I didn't know that, Jay. Okay, so Synapse can get you onto Atom? I didn't know that. That's hot. Oh, okay. AVAX, yeah. No, he was talking about Atom. But Synapse is, I use Synapse for everything pretty much. That's not going to Atom. Yeah, Twi'leks. That's why, like, I'm pretty much off. I'm not really interested in alts right now, except for the stuff that I talked about earlier that have like crazy good FA, because I think Bitcoin is about to run. So I also created a token set, guys. I talked about it in the Stack Labs chat, so you guys will see it. But I'm going to pull it up now for the sake of the conversation. I created this token set, and I only put in like 5,500 on this account of my own. And I did this on purpose because the point is you can switch back and forth between wrapped Bitcoin and Ethereum and stables and make crazy good money. And this thing's already up 4% in like a couple days. And I'm going to do this primarily just to flex this chart. Okay. So I put together if you had just followed this chart from the start of the year to now, this chart right here, it just exchanged your collateral back and forth, no leverage, from the start of the year versus the dollar, you would be up 65x without leverage. So if you bought $1,000 worth of Ethereum on January 1st, and then sold it to Bitcoin here, and then sold it to Ethereum here, and then sold it to Bitcoin here, and then sold it to Ethereum here, and back and forth, it would be $65,000 right now, actually more. And so I created this token set fund that I'm going to manage. My point was to never shill or share with anybody about it. And I actually made the streaming fee too high, which I'm about to change, but it'll change in a moment. The raw token value itself is up 15x. So you'd be up 15x. So like if you bought one Ethereum, you'd have 15 Ethereum, etc. But the point is the USD value has gone up at the same time. And I did this, I've always done this, and this is what I like to do because it's one of the things I always preach is you don't have to use leverage, because you don't. But I'm going to manage this token set, and this thing is going to be an absolute banger, and it's going to outperform 99% of people. And all it's ever going to do is switch between Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stables. That's it. I didn't even want to put money in here. And there's $204,000 in here now. Because people are like, oh, I'll get in. And I was like, well, fuck. I'm going to change the streaming fee to 7% instead of 10%. That's money that would go to me. I'll probably end up refunding most of it anyway. But the point is I want it to be there. Here's why I'm bringing this up. How token sets work. You technically don't have a taxable event until you decide to sell your token set. So you should consider using this on your own. When I created this, I created the Plus EV token. That's my token name. You can actually find it on ChartX now, I think. And you put in money and you get Plus EV. That's the token. I, as the token manager, can change the underlying assets. Right now, the token value is $103.93. So it's up 3.93% in like, a day, 2 days. I could change it to Ethereum, which I will when it's time, when this chart dictates, and it will rip back up again. And if Bitcoin has another run, then I'll switch back to wrapped Bitcoin. Okay? And it will go whichever way it needs to go. But you as the token holder, never sell your position. You only have plus EV. I would put my own money into this because from a tax perspective, the only taxable event you have is when you cash out your plus EV, which is fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. So look, I'm not the streaming fee's too high. Okay, it's 10% right now. What the streaming fee means is like over the course of a year, the market cap, 10% of the gross market cap would go to me in a fee. Okay, and that's high. I'll probably move it to like 7% or so, because this shit is like not easy. That said, not financial advice. Do your own whatever. Blah blah blah. Blah. Didn't really do anything. But yeah, this is the easiest shit in the world. It's an index fund. And it's a great way to not have taxable events. So if you want to learn more about it, come to the Stack Labs chat. I'm not going to post it here. No. Sorry. So yeah, all right. This is what I meant to. So somebody asked me earlier, "Are you the CEO of Stack Labs?" No, or of Stacked Invest? No. Fuck. No. There's Stack Labs. I am not. Okay. Joel Birch is the CEO of Stacked Invest, of Stacked. Joel Birch and I are close friends. I am not an employee of Stacked. I run Stacked Labs. That's it. Okay. I have nothing to do with Stacked itself. Apart from, I'd like to think I do a pretty good job streaming and get them some good pub. Now, Stacked has some products coming out in the next 6 months that are going to absolutely blow your fucking mind. And you all should use them when they do. And I'm going to be bringing on Al and Joel and those guys to talk to you about it, because they're literally going to be the types of products you're going to tell your mom, your brother, your dad, your grandfather, your uncles, your aunts, and you're going to tell them that they need to sign up at Stacked Invest, because it's literally going to be an absolute game changer for normies to get into crypto. Write it the fuck down. StackedInvest.com. It's going to blow your mind. I know a little bit about it and a little bit about it. They don't let me see much because I'm not very, very good at keeping secrets. But but from what I know, this shit is crazy. Okay? Absolutely crazy. And it is going to be as simple as like, I'm going to take $200 of my paycheck and it's going to go to Stacked Invest. And I'm going to make my selections and it's going to do it for you. As simple as that. Now, that's about as much as I can say. And they'll get you the rest of it here in a bit. But like, it literally is going to be bananas good for normies, okay? Bananas good for normies. It's going to be the place that you're going to tell all your friends that are like, what's a MetaMask? Like, all right, fuck. Let me give you StackedInvest.com. So right now, they're a very highly valued company. And hand to God, they will be a $1 billion company, or the standard market is wrong. If what I know to be true, if I know anything, Stacked Invest is a $1 billion company. Okay. StackedInvest.com. You should check it out. Stacked Invest is also very good right now. There's actually a free portfolio analyzer if you like trade on Bybit or FTX or Binance or any of those kind of things. You can actually hook up an API and it will actually analyze your trading and like let you know how things are doing and how your holdings are doing. And like, that shit's a sobering look if you want to see how you're doing. Woo! I think people probably disconnect that feature as much as anything else. But anyway, yeah, the token sets thing's pretty nuts, particularly from a tax perspective. So you don't have to use mine, man. Like, go do your own shit. I don't really care. The point is, when I learned about the tax aspect, I was like, I'm sorry to say, what? That's a great point. Anyway. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right. We've been on here for 2 hours. Hour and 52 minutes. This has been fun. I feel like we covered quite a lot. ETH BTC getting absolutely woodshedded. Come into Stacked Labs, or into the Stacked Labs chat on Telegram. I'll tell you about it. I think I just listed it. Yeah. Damn it, Twilax. I don't know whose that is. We had a nice little rinse here, but it's recovering. So head on a swivel here, guys. This is like a very indecisive area. So you see we went from 57.8 down to 56.8, so $1,000 rinse. How high can ETH go? All right, so this is my last bit, and then my last bit is targets. I'll do targets. And then I'll take questions on alts, but only alts that are on TradingView, because Tridex sucks. And then we'll go from there. So Bitcoin before the end of the year, I think will be somewhere in the 80,000s, mid 80s. Ethereum before the end of the year, $5,000. Yeah, Badger is strong, which makes sense though, because Badger is like the yeah, you saw it on my list, I imagine. Badger rallies when Bitcoin rallies. And they're also trying to remain relevant right now. They're using Curve and a few other things to like keep their yields pumping. So they're working hard right now. For like the chat room Turing, or for like stacked, for like actual stacked, like for stackedinvest.com, or for like Telegram. Does that work? That one? Stackedinvest.com? I don't know. Turn your VPN off. Or turn it on, depending on where you are. It should be in my bio. There should be a link in my bio. Is that the one you're using? On Twitch? That's not working, those motherfuckers? Just go to stackedinvest.com. Supposed to track that. All right, so high 80s for BTC, 5,000 for Ethereum. In terms of where we go long term, it's kind of hard to like play that out, but I think that you know, 0.1 Ethereum is very possible, like on this cycle. So like if we end up turning around and having this breakout during some sort of like Q1 alt season, you could see $8,000-$10,000 Ethereum, like very realistically. No shit. So just keep that in mind. All right, questions. What questions do you have? 80% drop on Ethereum? No. Ah, yes. Sorry, Rez. Yeah. So the funny part is, like, I shared this on Twitter not that long ago. Let me see if I can find it. Here you go. JV7, I suggest you come into Stack Labs and or watch the stream because I will tell you when I do. No, man, that's not how that would go. Yeah, if so, Camel Can said for the bear case of BTC, could it be an opportunity for alts to run while BTC slowly retraces, or is it going to be a bloodbath? If it's like a true retrace on Bitcoin, nah, alts are fucked. You want to see sideways movement on and like ranging movement on Bitcoin for alts. If it's like we're losing levels on Bitcoin, alts would be absolutely fucked. Yeah, I guess you could also follow the token set because you would see when I switch and why then. So. So, Rez, I sent that link because it was Congressman Emmer asking Gary Gensler about that. And yeah, it's really, really solid because that's not exactly what the intent is and how they're like intended to work, right? Because like the underlying asset, I mean, look, Gummy, to your point, well, what's the difference between that and, I mean, I could also have it be an asset that is a fucking NFT that I make. Like, how are you going to say otherwise? The reason why I'm not really... No, do you really, dude? JH, that's sick. The reason why I'm not concerned at all about regulation is Congress are fucking idiots. Yeah. Congress are fucking idiots. And so is the SEC. Like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to this shit. So, like, how are you going to regulate it? How are you going to classify it as a security? Like, if you follow that thought through to conclusion, all you're going to do is fuck exchanges and find, like, you're going to drive people into decentralized ways of interacting with crypto, like DYDX, like token sets, like Uniswap and SushiSwap and AVAX. Like, so, yeah, it would be a little bit more of a slowdown in terms of growth acceleration, but like, they need to reset their sights on how you regulate this and make it easier for people who want to actually operate on chain to do the right thing versus hinder, right? If you were on this stream earlier, I fucking got on my soapbox and talked about why I hate regulation and why I'm into crypto and why banks are fucking awful and why Web 3.0 is going to be amazing. And that goes hand in hand with the government too, because like, you know, the government flies under this umbrella of trying to protect, John Q. Public. And that's fucking bullshit. Okay? Like, straight up bullshit. Well, we don't want people to get into crypto and lose a lot of money. And Emmer's response is, crypto is the best asset over the last 10 years. What are you talking about? And he's like, well, you know, some people are going to lose some money. Okay, no, what you're talking about is you want to tax it. So how about you take your fucking bullshit narrative out of we want to protect people and put it into we want to tax people? Because that's what it is. The point is they want to tax people. They want to see people that are making millions and they want to get their cut. Okay? So just call it what it is. Is it a fucking security? Are you shitting me? Is this more or less predatory than the fucking penny stocks and bullshit that you can trade on things like Robinhood? You're telling me that crypto is potentially more harmful than this AMC, GameStop nonsense that we saw this year? Get out of here, man. It's garbage. So, like, no, I'm not worried about that at all. Not worried about that at all. They're 5 years away from figuring out how to regulate it, and they're going to fuck up how they do it to begin with, and crypto's going to evolve way before they figure out how to do it. They're going to regulate. Dude, that's the best. So, Rez, I hope so, man. I hope so. I would love to see Wall Street try to get in and fucking manipulate crypto markets, because they would get their lunches eaten at times. They're not prepared to deal with the amount of leverage that can be given and taken away and fuck with markets that exist presently in crypto. Think about that. Like, their algorithms and like their trading strategies are based on like a certain level of a certain set of rules, and 100x leverage ain't one of them. Okay. Oh, you're gonna hide your orders in the fucking order book? Dude, there's someone out there with as much money as you or more money than you that can take some leverage and absolutely rinse you. Come play in our pool, man. I would love that. I would love that. Camel, yeah. I mean, too late to regulate. Like, they're regulated. What they're going to end up doing is they'll regulate the on and the off ramp, okay? That's what they'll do. You'll literally have to, like, give a blood sample to put money into crypto. And then give a corresponding blood sample to get it out. Like, no joke. I would see that happening before I see crypto classified as a security. Because like Emmer's point in this interview was like, so you're telling me that if you classify crypto as a security, anybody could go to NASDAQ and be like, hey, you want to be listed? And Gensler was like, oh, well, yeah, maybe. I mean, well, you know, if they fit the, like, fuck you, man. So, like, I usually don't cuss this much. I mean, I do, but, like, I try to be better. It's just such, like, a half-thought idea and threat. It's just FUD, guys. It's just FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's all it is. All right. I am very much parched. It is now 3:30. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 4 minutes. Somebody asked me about a dot target, so I'll get to that. This kind of sounds like a Bond song, doesn't it? Thank you, Rez. Good to see you. Yeah, you know, Dot's interesting. I made the comparison the other day that Dot is like oh, don't get 88 target. Are you trolling me, Salmia? Dot is kind of like a less well thought out Atom. Okay. But like, you know, Dot has its place. They got their parachain auction and people like it and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I could see this. Yeah. I could, you know, it's very possible that if you believe, look, I'm not personally that bullish on Dot. I kind of missed it to begin with, and then like when I tried to learn about it, it was like super stuffy and difficult to try to learn. So, you know, yeah, I would kind of take this area as my area. Like that's where, you know, I don't know what that, I'd have to check the market cap too. Keep the blood pressure low at all times, dude. I do start. I'm Italian and Polish, man. I got blood pressure issues to begin with. Okay. Somebody asked me, am I bullish on FTT? I am bullish on FTT. I think FTT will eventually have like a huge run. It's just kind of been a weird token. And then I understand somebody asked me about Phantom as well. Yeah, Phantom's fine. Yeah, it looks like Phantom's going to go a lot higher. So this is what I would say to you about Phantom. Huh. Brew was tabbed out that I heard the Fanta song. I'm gonna pull you back however I can, you know? So, I mean, you can see, like, this channel held. I've been holding links since 2017, broski. What the? Why would you ever give it up? Never, ever give up Link. No. No, I will look at Link for you. I'll pull it up in a moment here, but if you fucking... No. Never. I've been like, oh, I got into Bitcoin when it was $200. You think I should move on to Ethereum? No. I do not. I mean, like, yeah, okay, maybe I actually would. But, like, still, for something like Link is the Oracle, man. Oh, there we go. The Oracle. Linketh. Yeah, you know, Preg, I mean, that's like... Down only. Dude, okay. So, I guess here's my point on Link. Like, if you were going to sell, like, the time was here. I personally do not like to sell the lows. That's just like a little investing strategy that I personally have taken on. I encourage you to do the same. Try to do the opposite of that, actually. What you want to do is you want to buy the lows, and then you want to sell the highs. So a little bit of alpha for you guys at home. So no, like, it's, if you play through like our our thought through to conclusion, like, if we think Bitcoin's about to run, then it will. Then it's going to rotate into Ethereum, and then it's going to rotate into large caps. Like, you're not that far away from seeing like a crazy Link pump. So no, like, I wouldn't sell it here. No. By the way, Aaron got 81. Thank you for the sub. Very, very cool. I always appreciate when I get subs. I don't even know how many I have right now. It's been 87 years. I don't even have that. Here you go. But you know what? Oh, all that money. Dude, I watched the Chappelle show. The Chappelle stand-ups on Netflix the past few days. Shit is so funny. It is so good. Buy pullbacks. Yeah, sell low, buy high. That's the way, man. Link, Phantom song. And somebody asked me something else. I don't remember what it was. I don't know. You guys got anything else? I need to go, like, collect my chi. Oh, ADA, that's what it was. Thank you. even though I didn't want to look at it. ADA, good lord. I always wonder, like, will I eventually get big enough where, like, people who are involved with these projects see me talking shit about them, and I'll get, like, DMs being like, fuck you. I kind of hope so. The thing is, like, Kaz is that big, but he's too nice, man. He would never say that. I will. I figured it was. That said, it is on support. You know, do with that what you will. Buy against $2, sell at $3. Radio Caca. Are you fucking with me again, dude? There's no way that's a real thing. Link in Vet. Vet. VE chain? Bro. Yeah, I'll say that brought you through the market. Holy shit. Shiba. And with that, we end the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna call it too. Thanks, guys. This has been a lot of fun. I appreciate y'all popping in. I'm not ending because somebody told me about Radio Caca or like some other shit. Like, I'm just tired. I got other stuff I have to do. And my wife texted me a bunch. I haven't looked at my phone, so I probably should do that. But it's been a lot of fun, guys. Somebody asked about, thank you guys. I do appreciate that. You know, if you pop into Stacked Labs, I will let you know how to get the indicator. You just got to message me and give me your TradingView name. A lot of people are like, hey, man, can I get it? And it's like, yeah, I don't fucking know what your name is. Like, you know, I'm not fucking psychic. So just be sure to tell me what your TradingView name is, and, you know, we'll do that. Green, what's up, buddy? Did you just get in? All right, well, it's a good one. You should go back and watch. First hour is probably better than the last hour, I'd say. You're real cool. Thanks for sharing the info. Thank you, man. No worries. Have a good day. I do appreciate that. This is my outro song. It's 1 minute. So you got time to ask questions for 1 minute, and then we get out. 5 to the 4 to the 3, 2, 1. Word. Thank you, XXT. You know, guys, like, I love and I appreciate when people stream. Don't feel like you have to. You got a Prime sub sitting around and you don't use it, great. If not, don't worry about it. Like, I appreciate people showing support, but I don't need it. So, I did talk about Fold. It's in there. Thanks, guys. This was fun. I'll talk about the hack again someday soon, so you guys can avoid it. Help you get your OPSEC right. My quick thoughts are jump into the Telegram. I'll post it here in a second. Thanks, guys.